Good morning, everyone. We are just about ready to have staff meeting, and I have been told by Christy that I need a day off. I put in way too many hours of work recently. She's sending me home, but I'm here for staff meeting, and I hear we're going to have a song for staff meeting, so I want to make sure that you all get to hear it too.
A lot of times they're willing to give themselves for us. They give up their lives for us. So anyway, this song says that my mother and father said it's good to have a horse. And the horse is made up of prayers and songs, and horses uphold life. That's what it says in my language. Yana yana ha ya ha ya ne. Yana yana ha ya ha ya ne. Ha ya ne. Yana yana ha ya ha ya ne. Shili hey hello ne shade go hey honey se. Shili hey hello kono ho ka gi we anang hey ne yo. Shama da she hey honey se. Holy hello go hey ba hey shon. Chon de zen da sen hey ye hade. Hey na ba ha jan hey yasze. Shili hey hello ne jade go hey honey se. Shili hey hello kono ho ka ge we anang ai ne yo.
Ah, very good, very good.
It says my horse neighs in a beautiful way. That first part, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, thank you. That was
Yeah, you're
beautiful.
welcome.
I haven't heard that song.
Puppy checks, because we have so many.
Her lungs sound way better.
So many dogs right now. These guys are being fostered at my house, and they are ultimately going to go to California to be adopted. We're doing a transfer out. So
She sounds great.
this is the little one that was all beat up, and she's doing a lot. Her face looks so much better. Good job. Yeah, you're a good girl.
She's still a little pale, but she probably just has had worms. And your mommy probably has worms too.
I did worm them, and I didn't see spaghetti, so
Perfect.
I was impressed. And if you mean by spaghetti,
Hi,
sometimes when
sir.
you worm dogs,
Oh my
it
goodness.
literally looks like spaghetti. So there was no spaghetti, so that's a good thing.
Living spaghetti. Ew, why are you so cute? Oh, you got the puppy riffs. What are these dogs? I mean, like,
Basset crosses.
look at all the
Basset
extra. Yeah, they're hound something. You are not as pale as your sister. Maybe it's because she lost blood.
She did lose a lot of blood.
Did you
Yeah.
because they're microchip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Today is
99.9.
yeah. So we can do a CVI based on an exam from today, but do they need vaccines?
They've had their vaccines.
I gave them.
Will you hold this guy for me so I can listen?
Is your shoulder okay holding puppies?
Oh yeah.
These boys are. He's a little bit denser than you, Mama.
Hi.
They got the shortest little
Let me just
legs.
quickly finish up lymph node palpation here.
Funniest wrinkles.
Super great. They're super great. Where did the cold go?
This is the fun part of the job when you get to hold your puppies. Hi.
I think you have a sinus arrhythmia, but you gotta hold still.
Yeah, please listen. Come on. No squirming.
Is that a bad thing to have when traveling? Okay.
40% of all dogs have it. It's benign.
Could you stop moving?
She's the
Okay, sir. Emily, do you want to maybe like turn him outward so he's not snorkeling and moving? Sorry.
Okay, here's your sister. You don't need to be wild. She's right
Perfect.
here. Yeah, she's right here. It's like my sister always gets all the attention. The way your sister does.
Okay.
Okay, snuffle up a kiss.
Are they criers?
I mean,
It's awesome that they have each other.
together, so.
Look at this.
We'll do class.
Two quads. Wait,
On their
you got
short
some
little
hearings
legs.
thrown in there? What is that?
I know you love Dr. Lydia.
Hi, you
know
so
who she
cute.
is.
Hi, you so cute.
No, she is.
Oh, yeah, that's looking so much better. So sweet. Okay, they both look great. Let me go grab a little lube and stuff, a fecal loop, and we'll do a fecal for them. Did they both get dewormed just one time?
Yeah.
Let's deworm them again too. And let's get an accurate weight. I kind of want to just bring the scale out here, so we're not,
out here?
you know, I mean, like, let's.
Yeah. So we have a lot of dogs that get brought to us that have parvo, and these guys are parvo. Like they've gone from their home to Dr. Lydia's home to my home, and then they've been in a vehicle if they're ever here. So we're trying to keep them parvo free because we want them to have great lives. They're so cute. Such cute puppers. Their legs are so funny.
I could just eat
They're
those
shorter
ears.
than my chihuahuas. When I set them down, they're running around playing.
Oh no.
Like, they're the height of my chihuahuas, but they're like tanks.
Oh.
You're little tanks.
Oh my goodness. I could just... No, I ate your ear. It's all gone. Where'd it go?
Are they driving to California? Are they flying?
Flying.
They're flying?
Yeah. So Keith is supposed to be feeding, but Sydney's jumped the gun and she took off with Keith's wagon. So we're gonna let Keith go track her down so he can get his feed wagon back.
See y'all later.
Bye.
We're up in quarantine now. The vets are going to be doing some checks on some of the quarantine pastures up here. Some more health checks. So Tala is first. And then the other three is Onata and I don't know if I can remember her name. But it'll come up on the paper.
99.5 ends 2550.
Tala's was 101.
I'm sorry, 99.5. Okay. Perfect. 1, 2. Okay. Temp ends 019. No fevers. So
No fevers.
says 101.8. We can wait, give her time. Let's give her a minute.
Okay.
These three are the remaining 3 members of our 8-member diphtheria herd. They came all the way back in September of 2024. And these guys are some of the sickest horses we've gotten here at Horse Plus. Thankfully, they're all doing mostly well. All of these 3 failed their last recheck, either by having nasal discharge or having a fever. This mare in the front has a marginal fever, so we're gonna give her a minute to calm down and retake her temp. But I'm really pleased because these guys have been very, very reactive to humans, and today it was a really calm catching them. I love how this barn is set up now. It makes us, it gives us more ability to catch these horses that haven't been handled in a calm manner. So they came in pretty calmly, and we're just gonna give her a minute to calm down and see if maybe that was why she still has a fever. Like, we can't have a fever.
I need that cap. Don't throw that out.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay.
So bad at it, Nicole. I need you to chew me out every time I do it wrong. Maybe after 2.5 years, I will learn. Still, like, really. You want to listen, Dr. Gina? Sure. Both sides. On inspiration, it's like, but then before expiration, like when maximum fill happens, there's like a little bit of an end expiratory crackle before exhalation. So the worst, most consistent sounds are on inhalation. Yeah. Dr. Gina's stethoscope is way better than mine, incidentally. Do you agree?
Do you want to get more blood on her too? Or?
Sure. I mean, we could run a CBC. I don't think it would hurt. Boy, I've got Virginia stuff to serve in my hand. I think her long sounds are fine. The scale's on. Nicole noticed that her weight hasn't changed since intake. Yeah, she was 800 pounds in intake. She's 803. Yeah, that's not a lot. Yeah. I'm just looking for independent movement right up here.
How would solely rely on that?
No, not at all. No, absolutely not at all. I don't see anything definitive. That's what I was standing here staring at for a second. I do think though, I think this late, see the problem is to do a transabdominal, we want to go right there, and I think she'd have to be really sedated for us to get there. This is one of those very wild mares who's been very sick. So we can't clear her to go into our training program, but her abdomen has rapidly become more rotund, and she was a wild horse running a stallion. So based on the appearance of her abdomen, it does seem likely that she's gonna foal this spring. We really would like to pregnancy check her, but to do it safely, we'd have to heavily sedate her. And the cost benefit analysis just hasn't been there for that. So I was just kind of looking right here to see if I could see a baby kick. I just see breathing, which doesn't rule anything in or out, but yeah, we'll see. Got to balance caring for mom with caring for baby. She just cleared our parameters to enter general population. Finally, she's been in quarantine since September. Her lung sounds have resolved. She doesn't have any nasal discharge. She doesn't have any enlarged lymph nodes. So we are going to clear her. She really needs some farrier care. We need to start halter training her, and she needs a pregnancy check. So we are going to turn the other 2 mares from this group that did not pass our parameters to leave quarantine back out, and then we're going to put her in a little paddock by herself and decide where to go. Probably I'll try to put her in general population with some of her herd mates that she was with before, so she's more comfortable.
And so Onata still has those lung sounds?
Yeah, Onata was our index diphtheria case, and unfortunately her lung sounds still are pretty terrible, both inspiratory and expiratory. An improvement since last time. Her fever was much higher last time, and her nasal discharge was still present last time, and today it's not. We did pull blood to run CBCs, complete blood counts, on both of the mares out there to kind of just monitor how they're doing systemically. But this mare looks great. She doesn't need anything else before we clear her to enter Gen Pop. So that's awesome. It's been a really long time. We try to keep horses in quarantine for about 30 days because we want them to get into our training program and get adopted as soon as possible.
Yeah, so Onata and Tala are still going to be in quarantine while Narbana is going to be released to general population. So these 2 still need to get better.
What's going on, Haley? Nothing. Yeah, why is she here?
Why is she always here?
Megan is here. She's on the phone, so I can't ask her, so I'm asking you.
She is here to pick up all the cats that she brought by the other day and a lot of dogs, like 5 dogs.
5 dogs and cats, huh?
So
That's gonna go good in the vehicle, don't you think?
Yeah, she's loading up the cats now. She's supposed to come back for the dogs in a little bit.
Ah, already.
I have 2 crates because I was only planning on taking 4. So we'll figure it out. Pretty sure the 3 that, I think there's 3 that can go together because they're good together. I think it's this one, that one, that one. I don't know.
Nobody knows. The people that do know took off, trying to find something else.
Is that on it?
I think so, yeah. They do that, yep. That's who that is.
The leg thing? Mm-hmm. Okay. If you need to move stuff, you can. I don't mind. You know me, I got a baby and all that. Probably on that one. Is there another one? That's it, right?
That's it.
I'm gonna put this. I'm not a cat.
Now we're putting the dogs in the back seat, right?
No.
Oh.
I'm coming back. I swear I'm coming
Oh,
back.
you swear you're coming back this
If I'm
time?
not, Lynn said she's gonna find my house, which Haley already knows where I live, so.
All right, we'll see you in a little while then.
Okay.
See ya.
What are you doing?
I think she's gonna be definitely photogenic. Yeah, she is. You are.
Well, we were going to go out of town to help my daughter out, and the reason I came back is I just didn't want her to be at a vet or boarded or anything like that. So I thought she'd be better off with her brothers until I got back. So, and now we are really ready for her. Really, really. And then we've got great weather. And we're going to start potty training, and I've got a crate lined up for her, and she's got a big sister at home, and we're just going to have a good time. Just a little play animal outside.
Oh, she's into everything.
Yeah.
Bonnie, what are you
Are
doing?
y'all going to miss some?
Oh yeah.
Be between 30 and 40 pounds, but we don't know who the dad was, so she could potentially get bigger. She was one of
Tasting her table.
and then that was her microchip and her medical history.
Okay.
We've done with her.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right.
There you go. No, she's like, oh, that's too loud.
Yeah, that's too loud.
Okay, Bonnie's gonna go potty.
All right, let's try this. Let's try this. She's probably never walked on a leash. No, this is going to be new.
There you go. But congratulations on
Thank
taking
you.
Bonnie.
We're thrilled. We're thrilled. We're going to have a good time.
She's got a great home.
We're gonna say bye.
So Lynn, I'm going around asking everybody for their one bit of witticism or advice they would give somebody.
Let your light so shine.
Let your light shine. Right
Yep.
on. Cool. So Dr. Lydia is going to give us a
Do I
little
have
bit
food
of
in my
sage.
teeth? I just
No, you're good. Little sage wisdom, some advice, something you picked up over the years.
So Jason didn't actually give parameters for this, so I'm going to answer it the way I want to. I think one of the most helpful things anybody told me was the whole love what you do and you won't work a day in your life. And I have a lot of young people who are like, I want to be a vet, but I hate XYZ aspects. And I'm like, don't set yourself up to study something you don't enjoy or do a job that you don't enjoy or that isn't a good fit for you because you think you know where you want to go. Yeah, I think that's true.
Okay, so my life advice is don't work your life away. Always take the extra day. So even if it's an extra day on vacation to go see a friend that lives nearby or just an extra day for your mental health, but always take the extra time for yourself.
I don't know.
They're talking to me.
Pretend
Jason. I did something. You know, like, don't do it again. Remember.
No,
You
what?
won't bite
Stupid
you
choices
like a
have
rope.
stupid consequences?
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know. I mean,
Not a penny.
I guess the best piece of advice that I was given, and it was from my mom, she always told me to pray about something before I made a decision, and she always told me to make sure that I had my sources and everything squared away, but to heavily and seriously pray about it before I made any choices with anything, and it worked out for here. Prayed about it, and I've been here almost 2 years, so I say that works pretty well.
Okay. Mine would probably be something that my great grandma put in me, kind of how it had on my arm. It says, I'll go and do more. So I kind of take it, just how never settle for anything less. So just keep going because there's always room for progress. So never doing the bare minimum, just going above and beyond no matter what you put your heart to.
So my advice to people is to always be kind. Be kind to animals, be kind to individuals, and take every opportunity to help others. So I think that's the best advice I could ever give anyone.
Life advice. My life advice would be, no matter other people's opinions, do what you want. Go ahead and take risks and do what makes you happy, to an extent, of course, but always do what you know is best for you.
Angela, witticism or life advice for people?
Witticism or life advice?
From you.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Don't stick your hand in a barking dog's mouth. How about that?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, enough on the wit and witticism for now. We're getting ready to head up to run some rechecks on the last buyout horses. Buyout is actually next week already, and we're doing a week early, so we're going to be heading up to see how they're doing, and there they are on the wall. And yeah, here we go. Somehow they saddle Haley with the x-ray machine. I think she can handle it just fine. Haley practicing her skills. Alrighty, they're getting ready to run the horses up. And Haley's still playing with her bridle paddle. And it's those horses are the ones that are going to be coming up. They're just running for joy.
Good girl. Anybody else want to volunteer to move this way a little bit? It's very sweet. Just a couple of you. Great. Whoop. Hi, sir. Are you gaining any weight? Is your jaw a little swollen too? Or is that just the way your face looks?
It does look swollen, yeah.
Two are a little calmer when you get them away from her. Okay. You're all right, you guys. Girl, very good. Good girl, you're okay. Good girl. 7 something. Needle phobic, super afraid of clippers.
So what were you saying about this is the one that was afraid of needles?
Yeah, she was very, very fearful. Hi, you're all right. Her face looks way better. Good girl. I know. Can I touch you a little bit? Good girl. I know. You're scared of the shaky stick. Come on. You're good. Ooh, I don't know if I can hit it right here.
So she just needed some blood drawn to recheck. Her face wound was looked at. She's doing much better. And now she goes back out to a holding pen so she can go back out to the pasture.
Hi, buddy. You're such a sweet boy. Oh, that's okay, sir. Hi. I'm gonna touch you. Oh, that's a good boy. Good boy. Okay. Good boy. What do you guys think about, look at his, ew, look at your mustache. What do you think about using the hallway right out here? You were last time. It's a good boy. You have very baby eyeballs.
Everything was normal.
He was off on the left hind at a trot. Low normal platelets. Kind of boophthalmic, but bilaterally symmetrical and otherwise normal. He does have kind of bulgy eyeballs. You're a good boy. Blocking that end for us after he comes out. Yeah, he's still off on that left hind. I know, Bubs. Good boy. Haley, you want to see if you can get him to come back? Yeah, I palpated it. It just feels like a little eruption cyst. And he's like 3, so that's consistent. You're okay. Yeah, that's a window. All right, I'm going to try to trot him back towards you. You guys want to sedate him and take Brad to that left hind? Okay, I'm gonna bring him back in. Yes. Yeah. Brad's would be right here if we can get him to stop in on the. He's calmed down a lot. That's good licking and chewing. That's a good baby boy. I'm just gonna take some x-rays, okay? He's a good boy. Kind of tempted to try poking him right here, but I have very little control over what you do after that. Yeah, here comes Haley. Good boy. He'll let you touch him. Good boy. Good boy, yeah. You're a real good boy. Okay. Good job. Okay. You're a good boy. Little tiny poke. Oh, that was wonderful. You were so great for that, okay? Good, sir. If we can get him to back up onto the scale area before he gets sleepy and then just kind of let him chill there for a second. You didn't see any lameness at a walk, but she's the one we rechecked calcium on and it was better. Yeah. Probably 2 inches below the ilium, the point of the ilium on the left side. He's got a big, hard ball of, just feels like muscle that he's reactive to palpation on. This little guy is a young gelding, and he's decompressed a lot, even in just a week or 2 that we've had him. He's off on this left hind leg, and he was really reactive at intake. He's pretty mildly off, but consistently off. So I'm just doing a little bit more thorough palpation exam now that he's sedated. And so far, all I'm feeling in this leg is all the way up in his pelvis. So we were going to take some radiograph of this leg, but the joints that I can take imaging of all feel normal. Good boy. Good boy. Radiographically, stifle, hock, and fetlock all feel normal to me, so I think we're higher up in the leg. I'm going to clip this hindquarters, and let's try to see if we can get abnormal something on ultrasound, if you guys are cool with that. Parameters for where I want clipped. I want it clipped like here.
So these are quality clippers.
Area of abnormality is, and that will give us a better idea, treatment options and also prognosis for this young guy. Kicked or fell right there.
Or a puncture.
Or a puncture, yeah. You ready for, you want me, before we clipped him, he's got a little scar that looks like it's all the way healed right here. Could have been a puncture wound, could have been a kick, but he's sensitive to palpation kind of deep to this area. So hopefully we'll be able to see on ultrasound. Dr. Gina will be able to see because she's got the magic diagnostic imaging hands. Let me palpate one more thing real quick. Great. So no centralized discomfort at all. It's all on this side.
Which side do you want me on? Doesn't matter which side.
Look at that penetration depth. It's so amazing. This ultrasound is so amazing. So those of you that eat steak, if you look at like the marbling in a steak and you look at our ultrasound, we're looking at a muscle, a big muscle belly, right? See all this little like fat marbling throughout here? You can picture, like that's the gluteal muscle. And then the really bright, shiny parts are the edges of the pelvic bone, right there, the part of the ilium that Dr. Gina's looking at.
Easy, buddy.
It's that blood flow right there.
So what are the red and blue dots?
That is color Doppler. So our ultrasound is able to not just detect blood flow, but also detect directional movement. And so the red would represent arterial blood flow, which is blood coming from the heart to the parts of the body. And then the blue would represent venous flow, which would be the blood returning from the parts of the body. So Dr. Gina has detected a little circular area of abnormality right near that point of the hip. And so she was checking to see if it was a blood vessel, because sometimes if you get, blood vessels, a tube right end on, it can look like a little circle. But based on color Doppler, it doesn't look like it's a vessel. It's really, this ultrasound is so incredible.
A penetrating wound or some kind of, there's a lot of anger around that bone.
Do you want a radiograph of the area as well? That was a great image.
See anything?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna, it's not powerful enough that I don't think we could get anything. But I think he had some kind of traumatic injury to his hip and adjoining muscles. So, I mean, we could try.
So he's only, 3? Man, this would be a great shockwave candidate.
Yeah.
Someone donated shockwave therapy. I'm just kidding, they're like tens of thousands of dollars. Degree of healing of this injury, skin heals in 5 to 7 days. That doesn't look older than like a month to me, maybe? What do you think?
Maybe you hit it on the trailer latch.
Maybe.
So with tendon and ligament, I tell people to give it at least 8 weeks, and then we keep an eye on the degree of lameness. We characterize the degree of lameness, and then we assess him when he's down there. He's either going to stay the same, get worse, or get better. And if he is just a young horse with I had some tearing in my muscle, we would anticipate that over time he would get better.
Can you get him to stand as square as possible on the back? Which means he's not engaging his hind end like he should. But if he's painful, that would probably explain that. He's not super square, but his left hip is lower than his right hip. But that could be the way he's standing more than
Haley, can you get him to
anything else.
take a step back with his left hind foot per chance? Yes. Oh, that was close.
It's still quite a bit lower.
Yeah.
Oh, and now you're not even bearing any weight on it, but.
We put him in the training program and he's just dead lame every single time, then I think we would need to reassess. But I feel good about what we learned today. I'm cool moving on to the next horse if you guys are. Okay. Is that all we had him down for? Yep. Perfect. Haley, you want to take his halter off?
Any kind of life advice? Never say never and never say always. Life has been really funny, and I would say I would never do this and I'm only gonna do that, and it totally changed my life perspective. So just never say never and never say always.
Her in here because she needs a cardio recheck. So, yeah. All right, big girl. Here you go, mama. Come on, big girl. You going this way. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. You're okay. Keep going.
You're so pretty.
Good girl.
99.3
I'm
degrees.
just listening to your heart. You're all right.
Okay.
Dater to clip for a cardiac ultrasound, which means it's going to be more pronounced again. Do you want to listen before? She's letting me listen. I need to come over and listen on the right side. All right, mama.
Some horses don't like getting their halters put on.
All right, I know. You're being super scared, and it's okay. Here we go, good girl. Here we go. All right. Well, her nasal discharge is better.
Clipping for a cardiac ultrasound.
The issue was with the app, and they were pretty great. We reported it, and they literally redid the app. And so then we reinstalled it, and it's been perfect ever since, yeah. Look how slow that is.
Yeah, wow.
Sorry, ma'am, I have to get all up in your armpit there.
Do you want more alcohol or anything, Dr. Gina?
Maybe.
Or green is bad because it indicates red and blue mixing.
But there is usually
There's a little. There's a degree of regurg, yeah.
There's a little bit. That's okay, that's fine. Okay, ma'am. See if I can get that.
That image is just incredible.
So that is kind of a heartbeat sound, right? Kind of like a fetal heartbeat monitor.
It's a Doppler measurement. Yeah. Contractility.
And I can try and move this around here.
She's going to measure the different part of the heart. That's so cool, Dr. Gina. You're my hero.
I can almost get all 4 chambers.
How beautiful that is, Dr. Gina.
Almost all 4. Come on. The left ventricle should be the larger ventricle, and the right should be smaller. So we just got done looking at Nydia, sorry. Nydia, she's only 3.5 years old. On intake day, we only listened to her after she was sedated because she was really nervous, like a lot of horses that come in on buyout days. And we heard an arrhythmia on that day, like AV block, where you hear heartbeats and then you hear dropped beats or lack of beats, and they pick back up. And so we wanted to listen to her today while she wasn't sedated to see if the sedation was having any effect on that, because sometimes it can make things happen that aren't normally there. And today we still heard an arrhythmia, not so much a murmur, so a strange beat. And then when we looked on ultrasound, she has quite a bit of regurg that we weren't expecting because we didn't really hear any murmurs, but it's more right-sided than left-sided. So the right side has the tricuspid valve, and tricuspid regurg can sometimes be normal in athletic horses. I don't think she's been ridden as an athlete yet. So it could be benign or it could develop into something more serious. She would probably need to have a cardiology consult and have like a Holter monitor on that measures cardiac output and the electrical pulses and everything like that to be evaluated to make sure it's nothing super serious. But
the vet team and Haley are up here in quarantine. We rechecked Q2 pasture this morning, and then this afternoon we ran our group of intake horses up for rechecks. We have several that have had ultrasounds. We have a couple that are scheduled for dentals and radiographs. We're just kind of taking them one at a time. Let me open this gate for you, Haley. So we've gotten through 5 of the 10, and we have 5 more to go, and then they'll all get turned back out together. They still have about 2 more weeks of their quarantine.
Okay, so today we have Roxy here. She's looking at Zora, and we're going to see if Zora can find a new home today. She's being worked with, and Tito's kind of showing them how she reacts and her personality right now, and they're going to get the feel for her and see if they want to have her forever home. Oh. But Tito's been working with her. I think she's super pretty, but I've got too many horses at my house.
Yeah, I saw her on the website and I'm like, oh my Lord, I've been looking for a horse for a while, and I was like,
She's very pretty. She has, I wouldn't say she has a temperament, like she's not...
Just still skittish?
I don't even know if she's still skittish. She's just always ready to go.
Yeah.
She's just high strung.
Yeah, high strung.
She'd be a good competition horse. But she
needs a lot of time.
No.
And a good thing about her is she's never been used for barrels or trails or anything in particular. So, like, once you take her home, like, all she knows is what you teach her.
Yeah.
You know? Or your trainer or whoever. And if you are a beginner, which, like, there is nothing wrong with that at all. But, like, I would definitely have a trainer help you out with her. I'm not saying she's dangerous or I'm not trying to scare you. But she is a high-strung horse.
But
she just doesn't know.
I'm not even going to be the first person to ride her. It'll be Tracy. He's got 9 horses.
Kind of get a feel for her. You're more than welcome to.
You know my purse.
She has some quirks about her head, and Tito will show you how to handle
used
her.
a styrofoam deal. So just go from the top. Go from the top, yeah.
There you go.
Because she doesn't really like
girl.
her chin touch. So I use that one right there, that styrofoam deal, and I rub her really softly. That's where she's sensitive, but that's what's a little bit of work with her. She's fine. Everything else is good, except that. So be really careful in the morning time. See how she does that?
Yeah.
So you have to
Kind of
almost got to rub her eye. That's the first thing I always do, rub their eye. Girl.
Yeah, I understand not liking your face touched.
Yeah.
I don't want mine touched either.
He worked with her a few evenings ago with a tarp, had a tarp around her.
Yeah.
She just stood there. But he had worked with her for like an hour, you know. It took time with her, but...
So, yeah, it's just mainly
try
her.
that.
Just mainly her
Yeah, so
facial area.
So basically, all she needs is a lot of time with her.
Yeah.
Every morning, a lot of grooming, brushing. And with that styrofoam, you touch her all over the body. Legs, back.
Do you want to come home with me?
She has a big personality, too.
Yeah.
My stint on my arm.
I think she's going to be a one-person horse, too.
If you don't take her, I'm going to take her.
But no one's ever, like, messed with her.
Yeah.
Other than, like, every day getting her out, rubbing her head and stuff like that. Messing with her will definitely help her out. The gentlers do great with her. They do an awesome job. But, every day, every evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta work with
Every
her.
time.
Still learning to trust
Right. And she's got a personality, too. So, like, she's not going to let you do whatever at first until she trusts you, you know?
Is which all the mares and stuff I've been around, they have.
If they're patient and they rub her down like that and they work with her, she's fine. Like, she's not dangerous of any kind. She just... And of course the pigeons are great, desensitizing. They'll flap around at times and it's like, oh my gosh.
Let her know you're there and what you're doing.
It's not like she's not workable, you know?
Yeah.
Like once you work her, she's good. She chills.
But you gotta be soft with her. Be real gentle with her. Once she thinks you're gonna rough her up, because whoever messed with her last time kind of roughed her up.
It's okay. You wanna go that way? She said, wait, where's he going? Come on. As long as you're walking, she's like, okay, let's go. If you turn around, she's like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, she's like, what's happening?
Yeah. And she's never been bad about spooking or anything like that, so. And when you want to stop, just stop walking, and she'll stop. Tito's been very vocal with her too, so. Whoa, and let's go, and. He's working mares in there. She's like, what is happening now?
She's looking at me like, who are you? Come on.
And I think that builds a trust as well. Okay. I like how she stands. She's built really well. She's super pretty, I think.
Yeah, last night I watched the episode where y'all named one of the carts something and she cleaned the horse instead.
Lynn has a golf cart named Bentley, and we have a horse named Bentley, and over the clean Bentley or the Bentley or something, and Haley gets the horse Bentley and like waited around forever and was like, who's coming to look at Bentley? It was the golf cart. But yeah. She seems pretty chill.
She's like, I'm liking this massage. I think I'm going to take her home.
I think she's a good choice. And two, another thing we want to let you know that if it doesn't work out and you say, you know, you aren't a good match, you can always bring her back.
Okay.
Because we don't want horses to end up back to where she came from.
Yes.
Is back on the truck. So always bring the babies back if it's not a good match or if you feel like you can't, you know, have that responsibility. It's no one's going to be upset or anything. We'd rather them, you know.
Yes.
We don't want them to come back. We want them to have a forever home, but if all else fails, we'll always take them back. She knows. She's like, I hear us.
Is that good?
Yeah, you're good. We're pretty good at it.
Come on, horsey. Here's forward.
You want to walk?
Dramatic things there,
And then maybe drop the pressure off the halter whenever you stop her. There you go. That way she has no excuse to throw her head.
Have her purchase one.
All right, smile at me.
Right there.
Perfect. For work, Tito, if you would work on loading her, that'd probably be best. That way she's not cramped. You want me to shut you in there? Heads out. There we go.
I just spend a lot of time with them every day.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's like, I'm just around. I just want to be on camera. That's hilarious. All right, Emily. Okay. Are you finding it? Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
I've been following you on Facebook for like a few years, and then I've recently, you know, been on the YouTube and stuff watching y'all, and as soon as I saw Zora, I was like, I need to, you know, be watching more videos and try and learn about her more and stuff like that. Had a lot of time spending time with her in the ring and, you know, just getting to know her and everything like that. Everyone's been so nice and helpful. And definitely don't feel afraid to reach out and email and ask questions about things. Sydney's been very helpful with that and, you know, just let me know everything and, you know.
And Zora is heading home. And so how do you feel as shelter manager when adoptions happen?
It's an awesome experience. I'm so happy when I know that they're going to a good home. It's just amazing because it's kind of like children. You watch them grow. And Zora has come a long way. I'm so happy for her.
So Sydney, how do you feel when adoptions in general happen? Like, you're the adoption coordinator, right?
I feel excited. I feel like it's like kind of like a lift off Horse Plus a little bit because we're not having to worry about finding them a home. But at the same time, like, it makes us feel like we've accomplished something because that horse came on a truck to go to slaughter and now it's going to a home and it's getting a new future and it can start all over, and that just makes us happy. So, especially me because I kind of planned it, so it makes me happy especially.